Hey guys, and welcome back to the Croft Corner. And today we're going to go over the new year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. We're going to talk to you guys today about something that we've never done before, ever. And we're trying it out for the new year to see how it goes.
Yeah. So I have a few other people that I follow on YouTube, and they are doing this thing called the Pantry Challenge. And you can hashtag 3 Rivers Challenge and look it up. It's really cool. The cool thing about it is basically you get to create your own rules with this Pantry Challenge, where you either don't go to the grocery store or you make it very minimal and you try to use everything in your pantry of things that you have forgotten that you have way back in your deep freezer, all of those things, and you use what you have. And so that's the goal.
Yeah. And this is something that we've never done. In fact, as we were kind of like planning for this video, we were talking and I was just like, we were kind of asking each other questions, and you asked me a question. I was like, I really don't know the answer because we have never ever done this before. If we're honest, like we've never done this before. We're an eating out family, and we try to eat more at home. We have this past year tried to eat more at home, as you've seen on the channel, but we really need to buckle down even more. And so we wanted to do this challenge.
We'll do good for like a few days, and then it flops again.
Yeah.
And so that was a big kicker of also doing this challenge, is like eating more at home. We did just have a newborn, so we've been a very on-the-go type family, and we just want to slow down.
Yeah.
So I think this will be a good way to get that going.
Right. So what are our rules?
Our rules are we're only going to the grocery store for like milk, because we're a newer homestead, if you want to call it that. Like, we have a garden and we have chickens, so we don't have like a dairy cow or anything, so like I still have to go to the store to get milk, and fresh fruit, things like that will go bad that we eat on. But as far as anything else, I really want to like limit it. If we pick out like an amount that we stick to, maybe $50 for like the month, just enough to get us like the milk and some.
How many months are we going to do this?
Normally, a lot of the other ones that do the Pantry Challenge do January and February, and that is our goal.
Yeah, we're going to shoot for the 2 months, but again, this is like new for us. So we don't know what it's going to look like in our house to actually eat here every day, like every day. And we might run out of food in the first month and have to go to the store, but we're giving ourselves grace there and saying that's fine. Because then once we figure out really what we need, then like we'll know how to plan for it next time around, etc., things like that. So talk about some of the planning that went into this. I know we have a list on our phone of like all of our freezer stuff.
Yeah, so it really
preparation's key here.
Yeah, it helped a lot because a few months ago we were just cleaning out through the freezer and stuff, and we were going through the
when she was nesting.
Yeah, whenever I was prepping for the babe, and we took inventory of our deep freezer. So I have a list. We have a shared list of everything that we have in the deep freezer. So I went through it. We also have a list of our meal ideas that we
like to eat.
Yeah, things we like to eat. And so we went through those two things. And so I started to make a list. I have a list of like at least 10 things so far of things we can fix. We did go to the grocery store a few days ago and got things like milk. They were having a sale on meat. I did go ahead and get that.
They were also having a sale on Oreos, so I picked those up.
Yeah.
probably
No.
it's my weakness. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
better. I'm not right now, but I need to.
Yeah. Well, savor those. Make that.
I know that's why. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to last 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah. So, a lot of people will like go to the grocery store before, but not do like a huge haul. And that's something I didn't get to go to Costco before we had our second one. So I don't have like a lot of bulk things to choose from. But that's the fun part of the challenge is you get to be creative with what you have.
So one thing that we need to keep in mind here is probably every home in America, most homes in America, have more than they think they have. You know, like we look at, you know, we have that cabinet, that island, that pantry, deep freezer, that freezer, refrigerator. We have things. Our issue is that,
How do we use them?
yeah, how do we use them? How do we make good meals out of them? How do we make meals so we don't eat the same thing over and over?
And get burnt out.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like it's a lot of planning that you didn't think you had to do to be kind of successful at this, and we'll see how that goes, right? So,
Yeah. And that's a big thing. Like, people aren't born knowing how to, like, prep and plan all that stuff. Like, so I feel like this past year we've had a learning curve, and it is a learning curve.
it's still a learning curve.
Yeah. And so here we are.
Mhm.
We're at it again.
But we're pretty excited, a little nervous. On my end, a little bit.
Nervous.
I'm nervous.
I'm excited.
She's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. But it's gonna be such a culture shock, honestly, for us. Just being honest, because it's like, all right, what are we doing? And we need to do it in a timely manner, and we need to make sure that every meal's covered. And I work, so like having lunches and things, so we're not spending money when I work. Like, just a lot goes into this, more than you would realize. So
I'm more excited on the end of like, I've made like a little list also of things that like, okay, if I'm not buying this at the store, can I make it at home?
right.
I want to try to start making bread this year. That was one of my goals for the year, is to get into bread making. So I feel like this would be a cool time to start trying to implement that. We did do some canning this past year.
A little bit, what you've seen.
Yeah, and so I do want to do more of that. I also have things like that Avery likes as snacks, yogurt, oatmeal, rice pudding. I want to try those.
Goods.
Yeah, because we buy the box of instant oatmeal, maple brown sugar. Like, I have oatmeal already.
And we have brown sugar, and we have maple syrup. It can't be that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this really is a way to like challenge us to do those kind of things and stop wasting money on things that we already have that we could easily make.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. We're kind of, like I said before, excited, nervous a little bit, but excited.
yeah.
Excited to see kind of where this goes, what happens. Come along this journey with us. We're going to try and record more and show you, kind of document the process.
Yeah.
So yeah, come along with us. You have anything else to say as far as this goes, as far as the challenge?
Not as far as the pantry challenge rules go. That's kind of like, I want to limit what we buy, very limited.
Right.
Like, I'll probably send you to the store, because if I go to the store with an impulse buy, that's less that we have to get him out, and like we're able to like really have that family time that we've been wanting. And if you want to learn more about it and get ideas from other people, go follow, her name is Jessica at Three Rivers Homestead, and she is all about the Pantry Challenge. You can learn more there and use the hashtag that she has, and all kinds of people like on Instagram and her YouTube and everything. People are posting ideas all the time. So I found it, and so here we are. We're going to try it out too.
Yeah.
Because.
So tell them what to look forward to. What are just maybe 2 or 3 of the meals that you've got planned that maybe you want to make?
Okay, so we have spinach ravioli, spinach cheese ravioli,
Okay.
in the deep freezer. I'm gonna get that out probably this week with like the tomato sauce that I can, and do that. We have a bunch of veggies, corn on the cob,
Sweet potatoes.
sweet potatoes.
We're gonna do some different steaks with
We have some cube steak. I have some meatballs. If y'all follow Aka Homestead, she has a sweet and sour meatball recipe that I really want to try. So that's on my list. I have a few other ones that we
I'm
haven't.
excited about the creamy herb chicken. Doesn't that sound fantastic?
Yeah.
So yeah,
And I also have actually made that here.
Yeah.
We made that. I made that with another lady at church.
yes.
So
So those are just some things kind of on the pipeline, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to document each night. I'm sure we'll still have Taco Tuesdays at my mom's.
Oh yeah.
So they may not all be in this house, but they'll all be centered with family and around the table, and that's exciting.
Sounds good.
Yes, so thank you for joining us. If you've not hit subscribe, make sure you subscribe. That way you can see all of our meals and all of our craziness throughout this year. Thanks, guys.